Hello everyone, today I have a fun card for the new challenge over at Jaded Blossom, and here's the candy corn stencil. There's 3 layers on it and it's super fun, and I used the candy corn for sale sentiment and right there. The Gnome dies spooky add-ons for the candy corn hat, fun. The gnome dies the girl gnome dies for the base, the rectangle dies too, and the fall dies for that little maple leaf right there. The build a booth for just that little plaque to put the sentiment on, and some paper from Doodlebug. So there is the color. I'll be just putting it right on top. The challenge this time is slanted sentiment. So that's what we have to do, is kind of a little slanted. So here we go. I'll do 2 samples for this stencil. And I just got a light color because the top of candy corns are usually white, but my paper's white, so I had to go with a tinge. So 2 samples. The first one I'll use Distress Oxides, and the next one is just Distress. Use the same colors again. The only thing is it's going to be on craft paper, so I can use some white from Hero Art, so I'll have that. And a good idea is to mark your stencils, because there's 3 parts, like I said. Instead of trying to figure out every time how to put them, just put a little X on the same corner each time, so then when you go to do it again, you don't have to fussy on it. That's what I did after this. So there is the next color, and I put a little candy there for some guides of how or what color to use. So here we go, and it takes a little bit longer because I'm using just a little brush to get into the corners, so I do skip here and there, and just going around. So like I said, I have 2 samples, one on white and one on craft papers. And if you haven't seen the video, I did one, and I did craft paper with the oxide, and I found that my colors just changed too much. So that's why I'm going with the Distress, just not oxide on the next one. And peel that off and put the next layer on. I love a layered stencils. And I just put a magnet there just to hold it before I put my tape down. And I use the same colors on the next one, but it's not the oxide. So they do change a bit in colors. If you have both, you would, you can do samples and you'll see they don't look exactly the same. So this one was no, I think it's the next one. The Distress one was very liquidy, and it kind of leaked a little bit on one of my candy corn, but that's okay because, like I say, I don't usually use the whole thing. But this one worked out perfectly. Peel it off, and look how beautiful that is. I'm gonna go trim it. There you go. So that one I'll leave it be. I'm not going to do the edge. I'll do the edge on the next one here. And here, like I said, I'm using some white from Hero Art. And I'll skip here and there, so I'll have to watch the whole thing. And I do put 2 layers of the white because I wanted a nice white, sharp white. So you have a whole month to play along with this challenge over at Jaded Blossom. Slanted sentiment. So it could be anything. You can do a card for Christmas. You can do a Halloween. You can do whatever. Thanksgiving. And here I'm just showing you. I'm going through again, but I'm going to skip that. There is the top. And I place my second one. And there's my little cubes. Looks like cheesies. Just gonna go all through it. And almost done. We'll peel that off and see. One more layer. There's the mustard one. And that's the one that was really, really wet. I'm surprised because I don't usually use these, and thought maybe some would be dried a little, but no, this one was really, yeah. So we're almost done. So on the top there, there's a little bit. But like I said, it's not a big deal. And now I'm going to use my heat gun just to make sure everything's nice and dry. And I taped all around so I can do a little bit of brown on the side here. Just to frame it up, just to give it a different little look here. And that was a gathered twig. I didn't mark it down. And that's just the distress also. And that's just to frame it, and I like the look of that. And when I cut this piece, you'll see when I do the card, I'll splatter some gold on top of that, the white one. It looks really pretty. And there is my 2 samples for today. So they look totally different, but they're the same colors, just different oxide and just distress. Love it. Really fun. So we're gonna get started on my card for this challenge. And there it is, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I cut it and I put a circle to have like an opening. So my little gnome will be peeking out. And here I'm going to get a box and I'm going to spray it, like I said, with some gold. And there's my package. And I'm going to use this gold right there. Splatter some. The box did help a bit, but I still had to splatter all over. I'm a messy splatter person. Always get it all over, and if there's cards around, I usually hit a few of them. So I try not to have my nice cards around when I do this because I'm messy. So there, I'm showing you the gold on there. I really like the look of that. And there's my little strip that I'll use inside. There's my heat gun again, just making sure that's all nice and dry before I start working with it. And here's my card base again. And I'll bring in my layer. That's from Doodlebug, like I said, using some paper from there. And so there's no frame today. It's going to be exactly the same size as my card base. So it's all covered. And put that little strip that I have from the samples that I made. So nothing goes to waste except this little square. And I had a little strip of the other paper, and I thought it'd be nice to just add a little bit here. That is just going to go in a garbage, so that's why I said, do something different. Put a little bit of glue, keep it closed. And I have that with some dimension in the back. And I'm gonna build my little gnome now. So I cut some of the hat, as you can tell. And I'm gonna start building her. There's the little dress. You'll just see a little bit of her dress, because she's going to be peeking out, like I said. And I have to cut just a little bit of her hat again. Didn't trim enough. There. There's a little face. I'm just seeing where I should put. And I'm going to glue that. And I did not do some shading on the face and hands and the hat or anything on this little gnome. I know, right? No shading. Yeah. And there's the little nose. Going to pop the little nose up. Put the little pigtail. I love those little pigtails. I always use them. I love them. Here's the next one. And I just put glue on the whole top, and then I can put both of the other pieces. There you go. So I'm going to grab that, and I want to see where I'm going to have her sitting. And I'm just going to take some release paper off and stick her right there so I know she's going to be in the right position. Just like so. So now she's stuck there. And I put my card layer on top. And now I have to put some dimension behind her face and her hat, because I want her sticking out a bit. I just put one on the hat, and I decided that I wanted to be out a little bit more, so I put another one there. That's so fun. And here is my little sign. And that's, like I said, that's from the Build a Booth, the little sign there. And I have slanted my sentiment just a bit. And she's going to hold that sign. Cute. And I have some leaves. Oh, sorry. I'm going to put some little white lines on her. There's my little leaves. And I will pop those up too for some dimension. Even the leaves, I didn't shade them at all, as you can tell. And I'll bring in some sequins also. So I have a big one and a small one on top of the leaves. There, now I just have to glue those little sequins and my card will be done. There you go, all done. So I have 2 more leaves that I had on the side, so I added inside my card. I had an extra yellow, but I didn't add it. I just added those 2. There you go. And I'll show you the materials again that I used for my card. All Jaded Blossom goodness. And also the paper pack from Doodlebug. There it is. I hope you like my card for today and you join in our monthly challenge. Like I said, it's a slanted sentiment. Super fun. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.